Hello everyone and welcome back to A Royal Reader. My name is Cece and today I'm going to be doing, what happened to my lighting? I'm going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. I do actually plan on attempting to stay up for as long as possible. I don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to try. Let's get into the books that I am going to attempt to be reading. Because I have not read anything, I've read one book actually, and it's already the 10th of April, so we're already almost 2 weeks into April and I've only completed one book. I have decided I'm going to just do a 24-hour readathon, so I have picked 3 books that are on my TBR. I have them right here. I hope I can get through these. I think I will. They're all fairly short. So first off we have Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. This is book 1 in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. Very well known and loved middle grade here on BookTube. This is going to be a reread for me, and I am excited. Next up I have this gorgeous book here. So this is Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Barron. This is a sort of continuation of Cinderella. Essentially, it's been 200 years since Cinderella and her story where she found the prince, and then there is a ball that happens like every year or so that every single girl or eligible bachelorette has to attend, and if they don't, they either go missing or they die, something along those lines. And our main character Sophia does not want to attend any of these balls because she's actually in love with another girl. And then lastly I have Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. This is supposed to be like a dark academic thriller type novel, I think, possibly. I don't really know if I want to read it at nighttime. I might wait until the morning when it starts to get light out so I don't scare myself too much, but yeah, the synopsis of this is very, very vague. I don't know, I don't really know too much about this, but anyway, I'm excited. I think I might start with Cinderella is Dead first. It's only 384 pages, that's actually quite big. I did not expect it to be that big. And then this one's 375 pages, so they're pretty similar. And then this one is 310 pages, so maybe I should start with this, but I'm a little bit too scared, so we'll see how I go. I was going to start this at 11 o'clock, but it's currently 11:07. So I might just extend it so that the readathon goes until like 11:10 tomorrow night. I think I might do that. So technically I'll start in like a couple of minutes. Twelve. So I've been reading for about 40-ish minutes, I want to say. I've gotten to page 114 in Cinderella is Not Dead. It's not what I thought it was, but that's not to say I'm not enjoying it. I'm obviously reading it quite quickly. Yeah, I'm still not entirely too sure what the actual like main plot of this is, apart from possibly Sophia trying to escape the country so she doesn't have to keep attending this ball, because the girls only get 3 chances to attend the ball and find a suitor, and if they don't find one by their 3rd time attending, then they get sent to like workhouses and become spinsters and stuff. So because she's in love with a girl, she obviously doesn't want to marry a suitor. So she keeps trying to, you know, make a plan to escape. And yeah, things are just very interesting. There's also a subplot, I think, of some girls going missing and people being killed and stuff. So I think that might have something to do with what goes on in here, but I'm not entirely too sure yet. Yeah, we'll see. But right now I think I am going to end up actually finishing this by probably about 2 o'clock, so that will be good, and then I can get started on probably Percy Jackson. But so far things are going good. I am just in a little bit of pain because it is that time of the month. So I'm having a little bit of cramps, which is okay. I just have to make sure that I get into a comfortable position. I am going to keep reading. So I have this much left to read before I get to page 200. That's so small. What the heck? Yeah, this definitely has more themes of sexism, I guess you could say, and definitely queer, 100%. So yeah, I'm going to keep reading, and I will check back in with you guys when I have made it through a little bit more. So yeah, also trigger warnings for domestic abuse as well. Was not expecting that. It is mentioned and then it is also shown on screen, sort of. It's like in the background of the scene, so you know exactly what's happening. But yeah, so trigger warnings for that. Let's get reading. So I just took a bit of a break. It's about 1:30 now, and I have reached page 234, so going pretty good on track. So I have like over 300 pages, over 100 pages or so to finish this. It's definitely quick, like the pacing is definitely fast. I really don't know what I'm gonna give the rating because, like, I don't really like our main character Sophia. She just seems very selfish, and even though she's like saying she's trying to do all these things so that like she can escape with the girl that she likes, but it's like she's not taking into account the repercussions that it all has, and she's like learning about it now, but it's just she's still not like fully understanding. I don't know, there's just something about it that annoys me. Plot of the book, I guess you could say, is actually quite intriguing. We're delving more into like magic, which I didn't think there was going to be any magic in it, but I am surprised. The romance in this is also really quick. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I just really don't know. At the moment, yeah, I just don't know. But anyway, I'm going to get back into reading and see how it ends, because I am quite intrigued to see how it's actually going to end. I finished it. I really don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna say it's either a 2 to a 3 star. The pacing is really quick in this, which sometimes can be okay. The first 200 pages is the space of like maybe 3 days, 3 to 4 days. I don't know what it was about this that I didn't like. I liked like the story, the plot, but I didn't like any of the characters. And I wouldn't say I was bored, you know, there was nothing really that exciting, if that makes sense. I'll put it through Core Pile and see what it comes up as, but I think it's going to be either a 2 star or a really low 3 star, which is very disappointing, especially considering as Cinderella is one of my all-time favorite fairy tales. It is 15 minutes till 3, and I read this book in about 4 hours, so I'd have to say that's pretty dang good. And I think the books just get shorter and shorter from here on. So if that makes it 4 hours, then I should possibly finish Percy Jackson by about 3, maybe 7 o'clock. Anyway, I might go and actually make myself a cup of tea as well. Hello! So I took a bit of a break just to see if there was any sprints happening on YouTube, but they're all finishing, which sucks. But it is about almost 3:30 now, so I'm going to kickstart Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I am really excited to reread this. It's going to be not the first reread because I have done some rereads. I am interested to see how different this is going to be from the movie because I thought the movie was really good. Apparently it's not. So I am excited to see how it goes, and I think I'll be able to finish this quicker because it is a middle grade. Alright, so I am now 110 pages into Percy Jackson, and as you can probably see, I am getting rather tired. It is about almost 4:30 in the morning. Like, I've already finished one book. This will take me another like 2 hours to finish tomorrow when I wake up. So I think I'm gonna go to bed now, actually. I do want to try and get some sleep, you know. Yeah, I think I'm averaging about like 100 pages an hour, which is pretty good, I think. So yeah, I think I'll have about another 2.5 hours left of reading this, and then I will get started on Catherine House, which will only take me 3 hours because it is only 300 pages. So yes, I honestly did think that reading this was going to be quicker, but maybe because I'm so tired it's taking me a bit longer, but I'm still enjoying it nonetheless. Yeah, I definitely think that the movie did a pretty decent job with it so far. Percy has only just gotten to Camp Half-Blood, and he's only like just discovering stuff about, you know, the world and things like that. So it's still quite early on in the book. And we also have just had the first hint as to who stole the lightning bolt. And I'm just like, ugh, why didn't I see it beforehand? Oh my god. But yeah, so anyway, enjoying it, but it is time to go to bed. Well, good afternoon. It is about almost 1 o'clock, but I did wake up at about 8:30, and I read for about 2 hours, 2 hours, and then I ended up taking a nap because I was falling asleep reading, and so I'm now only 80 pages away from, not 80 pages, 70 pages away from the end of this. So yeah, I am really enjoying it. Surprisingly, I thought it was going to read a lot younger, but it doesn't, so that's good. And there are so many scenes I wish they would have done in the movie that I'm really hoping they do for the Disney Channel. Not Disney Channel, the Disney version. That sounds weird. Yeah, like I wish they would have kept the Oracle scene. I wish they would have kept the scene with the Chimera. This one was a lot more magical than what the, although I do have to say I think I enjoy the Lotus Hotel scene more in the movie than in the book. In the book it lasts for like maybe 10 pages, if that. I am going to make myself another coffee, finish this, then make myself some lunch, and then get started on Catherine House once I finish this. This is actually being a really successful 24-hour readathon. Like, I am shocked. I definitely look very tired though. I look like an egg. That's fine. Let's get to reading this. Look at this child. He has not one, but 2 beds in here. Yet he chooses to sleep in my chair. But he looks really adorable. But here's the reason why I had to move my bookcases around. Because somehow he managed to climb to the very top and knocked everything down. So, you, sir, are one lucky little ginger fluffy. Belly rub. Oh, yeah. Okay, go back to sleep. I did it. I finished it. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 stars. It was so good. I miss this world. I'm glad that I've finally got a chance to restart. So it is 1:30, not that you can see it. So I'm going to get something to eat for lunch, and then I will start on Catherine House, which shouldn't take me too long. If I finish it by about 4 o'clock, I think I might start another book, but I don't know. But anyway, time for lunch. Good afternoon, Mr. Prince. It's almost dinner time, isn't it? Hey, he's cranky because I haven't fed him yet. Louie. Hi. Alright, so I look so bad. Good God. It is almost 6 o'clock. I had a nap for about 3 hours. I just could not. I was falling asleep reading the book again. Excuse that, but it's taken me longer than an hour to read 100 pages. It's taken me about an hour to read 50 pages. This book is real weird, you guys. I don't know what's going on, and I'm very confused. Essentially, from what I can gather, this Catherine House is like a school that's sort of like a college, but yes, I know. I will feed you in a minute. Essentially, it's like a college. It is really, really selective. Like, they have to go through 3 rounds of interviews, and like the 3rd interview was like 9 hours long, and they asked really random questions. I don't know, it's very weird. It's feeling very, very cultish at the moment. Our main character is very unreliable. She's either drunk or hungover most of the time. I think there's also possibly teacher-student relationship in the past. I'm not entirely too sure yet, but it's just very weird, and it's not like it's difficult to get through. It's not like it's too flowering or anything. It's just like a lot to take in, so that's what's making it difficult to try and read. So I'm currently on page 86, so I almost made it to 100 pages before I had to sleep. So yeah, it's going to be a struggle to try and get through. I think I should be okay. I've almost only got 200 pages left, which should be okay. It's definitely weird though. I really don't know what I've got myself into, basically. But anyway, I'm now going to go and get a drink. I want a drink. I'm 160 pages into Catherine House, and it's just, I am really bored. It is very, very mundane at the moment. We are literally just getting a play-by-play of what our main character is doing. That's basically it. Nothing really creepy has happened so far. Like, there's been one scene. I'm 160 pages in. That's over halfway, and nothing has like explained anything. So I'm just, I don't want to DNF it. I'm getting pretty close because this is so boring. I'll give it to 200 pages and then see how it goes. How about that? This book is reading really, really slowly. I just finished Catherine House. It's 9 o'clock. I have no idea what I just read. That book made absolutely no sense. Unless it was all like symbolic, I just really didn't get any of it. I really, really didn't. These books that are like weird, mind fucky books do not go well with me. I do not have a smart enough brain in order to comprehend anything. Oh my god, I don't understand what any of that was. But anyway, it's only 9 o'clock. I still have about 3 hours left, I think. 9 to 10, 10 to, I have 2 hours left. I'm not going to finish another book by then. So I am going to stop the readathon here now, because I really don't think I'm going to be able to finish another book, and I don't really have any other books on my TBR. I definitely think if I hadn't slept, as much as I did with how many naps I took. I probably would have been able to add another book in, but at least I know that I'll be able to at least finish, you know, 2 to 3 books within a 24-hour period, so that's good. I will see you guys tomorrow with the final wrap up and my final thoughts and stuff like that. So yeah. Alright, hello everyone. I was going to put on makeup and everything, but I'm not feeling the greatest and I really want to get this video done because it's been about 3 days since it finished, so apologies for the bare face, and yeah, let's get into the wrap up of my 24-hour readathon. So these are the 3 books that I managed to complete in 24 hours. I first started off with Cinderella is Dead. I gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it, but there were certain things I just felt were missing and I was a little bit bored half the time, and I didn't particularly like the main character, unfortunately. She was very annoying and I felt she was rather selfish. Yes, unfortunately not the greatest, but nonetheless I read it. The next book that I completed was my reread of Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. This is the first book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series by Rick Riordan. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars, I think, maybe a 4 out of 5 stars, I can't exactly remember. I love this. I forgot how funny it is, and I also forgot how much it differs from the movie. I was a person who had seen the movie first and then saw that it was a book series and then read the books. So yes, I definitely think that I prefer the main plot of the book and then certain scenes of the movie more than the book. So yes, but I really did enjoy this. I cannot wait to continue my reread of the series. It's just amazing. I love it. And then lastly, Catherine House by Elizabeth Thomas. This is supposed to be some sort of like thriller, suspense of some sort. I really don't even know what this was about. I originally said that I was giving this a 2 out of 5 stars. I have now dropped that down to a 1 out of 5 stars because essentially the only thing this had going for it, in my opinion, is the atmosphere. The writing was very, very plain. The characters were forgettable. You only find out the characters, like our main point of view character's name 10 pages in, I think, and it's like not even mentioned on the back. There is a lot of slice of life throughout this, which I was not expecting. I thought it was going to be a lot more dark and sinister than what it is. It's very cultish without, I guess you could say there's evidence of it being cultish, but like I just really, really did not enjoy this whatsoever. It took me an hour to read 50 pages. When I was reading these two, I was managing 100 pages in an hour. So that just shows how slow this book is and how like difficult it is to try and read. I really struggled. I had to reread sentences 4 or 5 times before I actually understood what was being said. And the ending was just, I don't know what I was expecting from the ending, but it was just really, 1, unexplained, and 2, really, what do you call it? What's the word? What is the word? What is the word? I don't know what the word is, but yeah, I really just didn't like this. It wasn't even anything scary, it was just weird. But it wasn't even like weird and like uncomfortable. It was just weird, as in shit doesn't make sense. I managed to read these 3 books in 24 hours. I am very, very impressed with that. I now have gotten rid of 3 books off my TBR, so that is really good. And yeah, I'm sorry if you can hear the wind and the rain. It's been a very, very crazy day today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know if you would like to see more of these sort of 24-hour readathons. Let me know if you would like me to host one so we could all get together and read some books. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe down below if you'd like to see more of me. Check out the links I have in the description box for my Twitter and my Instagram. I would love if you guys give me a follow over there so we can keep chatting about books and stuff. The rain is getting heavier, oh my goodness. And yes, I will see you guys in another video later on.